Hey guys, just back from my walk. This is probably going to be one of my quickest videos ever. I'll just put on, because I don't know why I started that in a whisper, some Archangel Michael communication spray, and what will we go with? Keep wanting to do dragon's blood. I'm getting drawn to dragon's blood. Got some candles burning behind me. So, it is late. It is nearly 11 o'clock. I want to make this super quick video tonight for you guys, and because I'm doing it for me anyway. But tonight we are making a manifestation oil using two basic ingredients, and because I have my incense, we're just going to quickly cleanse the jar. So cleanse the anything you put in the jar will now be cleansed anyway, because the smoke tends to stay in it. And I'm probably not going to use this tonight, but we might as well cleanse it tonight. And I always love seeing the small jars fill up with smoke. It's kind of cool. Anyway, like I said, super quick. I don't know why I am whispering. So I'll just get Ganesh here to hold this incense, and we will get into it. I did a quick Google, and as best as I could, I have matched up crystals for today. So I don't have a baby apatite, so I'm using a peacock ore, if you can see that. It's kind of like fool's gold with some purple in it, but it's all about your happiness. So I'm gonna put some happiness into that. Some citrine for power, happiness, abundance. I'm just quickly putting those words in when I hold it, by the way. Amethyst again for abundance, clarity, intuition. So I am just putting my intentions into the crystals. And then there was green adventurine again for happiness, abundance, and that sense of adventure. They actually wanted apatite, but I don't have any tiny pieces of apatite that I want to put in. And actually, I do. I tell a lie. I have a beautiful heart that I got not too long ago, but didn't it break? So I can take the broken piece, turn the heart upside down, still use the heart, and put this big piece in. So apatite is all about your appetite for life. It's great for thinking about how you eat and having more appetite to eating healthier, but it's also really good for appetite to go after the things you want in life. So I'm going to put those together. Then all you're going to do is get some bay leaves. Bay leaves are awesome for manifesting. They're awesome for protection. I'm just going to take out the top layer because I reuse this jar, and I actually have an absolute heap of broken bay leaves down the bottom. So we'll put the broken ones in, and we'll keep the not so broken ones for another day. I have not made this in a while, but it is one of my most favorite oils. The first time I made it, and actually originally I heard about this 6-7 years ago from is it Seetal? She is an Indian girl who talks about the moon, who does some spells and all of that, but I've heard about it since in a few different places. This was the original one, and I've kind of adapted it to what suits me. So that is probably more than enough. You could put in one leaf, and you can just do what you're called to do, and it doesn't have to be broken bits, but I like sustainability and I like using things up and zero waste, so I like to keep the small ones at the bottom and then keep my lovely big ones for actually burning bay leaves. Then you're going to put, I just have normal olive oil from down the road. One of my friends makes and sells this olive oil and I get it at the local farmer's market. So normally I probably would put this in an amber jar, but it will stay in a dark drawer when I'm not using it anyway. And it's got two options. What I will do, I don't think I have any cheerful left, which is one of my favourite blends at the moment. I think I used the last of it in the bath I had last night. But here's what I'm going to do. I'll just get out my lots of essential oils. When I say lots. And there's more that don't even fit in this. What do I want to work with tonight? I'm feeling like a blend would be good. I keep getting drawn to women's blend. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to put the blend in here. I'm actually going to put it in here. So that way tomorrow I can transfer some of that in here, because I'm actually going to put a final intention in this. And then I'm going to put it out under the night sky. I've missed series, the star that Lionsgate is all about, for tonight. So 5 drops of this. And I'll transfer it tomorrow, because that way whatever's left in this I can still use for a different fragrance. And one thing I need to get is a small funnel so I can tip this in here. I keep forgetting to like go online and buy one. You can actually, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you can. That's should put another drop in now. That is still the smoke from the incense. Okay, sorry guys, I know this is a all over the place video, but it is late at night here in Perth. And I actually have to do a concrete pour tomorrow, so I really should be going to bed. But I'm like, it's Lionsgate, I have to do all the things. So I like to activate this because I have done Reiki, which means I can put some symbols on it. And I'm also going to name it, if I can find a plain Sharpie like biro that will actually stick. I'll just use purple for now. And I'll probably put a label maker on it tomorrow. So I'm going to put the So I am now going to just do the Reiki symbol. I'm just doing the first two because the third one is really long and I cannot remember it. So I've activated it. I'm opening up my crown chakra. I'm opening up my base chakra. And I'm just doing this as a general, which is why I feel it's okay for me to share this one, because I don't like normally sharing specific magic. But then when I make this one tomorrow, I'll make that up with a specific intention. But for this one, I'm just going to put in that it helps me manifest my dreams, helps me to remove blockages in my life, and also offers me protection where I need protection, and shows me the lessons that I need to learn. That was a last minute addition. So the reason why I said that, and I don't know why that's coming up here, but it is that I said this saying to my friend years ago, and I kind of forgot that I said it. So how did I put it? You can't grow in the shade. You cannot grow if you're standing in the shade. A flower cannot grow if it's standing in the shade because it's not getting enough sun, and it's not, like berries need frost. Berries need a good harsh winter to then have a fruitful summer. You need to go through the shit that you have to go through in life. And the more that you accept that and are open to that and you look at that as a lesson, the better that reward is on the end, because you walk through it and you know that you have learned the lesson that you came here to learn. Lionsgate last year, when you look, like for us, when you look back, Lionsgate last year, we were in talks with somebody about selling our business to them. It came out of the blue. I think it's from, I'm pretty sure it's from when I Feng Shuied my office. But out of nowhere, we didn't have our house for sale, our business for sale. We weren't thinking about selling it, blah, blah, blah. They came out of nowhere and were interested in buying it. Long story short, it did not work out. We negotiated everything. We hadn't got to the stage of paperwork. However, and it's funny because it happened right around the time of Capricorn moving, like the whole transition between Capricorn and Aquarius and all that. Like it started in August, started in part of July actually. We were in talks for nearly 6 months. We were pretty sure it was happening, and then maybe it was a Jupiter conjunction. End of January, early February was when it was kind of like, actually, I don't think this is a good idea. But my point is, sometimes something comes along to show you something different. So for us, it wasn't like a hardship this time. I have plenty of stories about hardship and what happens on the other side, but some of you have heard those. Some of those are for another day. But we had committed, we were for 8 years I'd be doing dry hire, and this big present gets presented to us on a silver plate with a big red ribbon, and we were committed to going, yeah, we'll do that for this kind of money. We'll give up our current reality. And at the 11th hour, and we were already kind of thinking it wasn't the right deal for us and it wasn't meant to be, and maybe we shouldn't go for it. It just kind of fizzled out. We're still great friends with the people that came to us because we've worked with them before. But because I'm open to the lessons and I am so in flow with what the universe is trying to tell me, I said to Tom that this was presented to us to say, if you're willing to give up 80% of what you do, we promise you that later on it will be so much better. And even here we are 1 year later, to the day of the first meeting we had with, and it's 14:48 when I looked at the phone. That's my number, people, in reverse, but it still counts. is a year to the date of the start of those negotiations, and our life is so much different. And it's because we trust the process blindly. We had over 100 pieces of equipment. I think we had 7 or 8 staff members this time last year. Right now, we probably have, we still have a lot of trailers. We're trying to get rid of the trailers, but of the main gear, we've got less than 10. And it's only me and Tom at the moment. Yes, we do need to hire somebody soon to do operating, so I can be more focused on the office. And we are still in transition, so we don't fully know what the future looks like, but we have less overheads. Yes, okay, our profit and loss is slightly inflated, and it was actually 7 figures this year, but that's because we sold assets. But our profit and loss will probably look a lot healthier this year because we don't have all these assets and liabilities tying it up. We have our weekends back for the most part. Yes, we still have the odd hire on the weekend. It's nothing compared to what it was this time last year. And I've had the freedom to slowly, very, very slowly, but still dedicate to my Feng Shui. I know I still have a ton of work to do, but it's baby steps. It's one step at a time. And I believe it's doing little tiny 1%ers like this, or going for a walk, or cleaning your house. Like, okay, my office is still a bit messy because we're going away next week, and I've got suitcases in here because Henry's having a sleepover and everything. And I've been out in jobs for the last 5 weeks with Tom, operating and labouring. I've gone on a tangent, and what is it I'm trying to say about lionsgate? Oh yeah, the shadow. So yeah, you have to trust the unknown. And that was actually, a lot of the astrologers were talking about that maybe 2 years ago, I think it was. And I have to laugh because Pink had that song, Trust Fall. And it is, you do have to trust fall. But when you learn to trust fall, that sense of adventure is so cool. It is so cool because no matter what gets thrown at you, you kind of embrace it, even though in the moment you might feel a little bit shitty about it, but you know it's being thrown at you for a reason. You know it's a lesson. You know it's forcing you to elevate. Like, even this past month, I have learned so much with Tom. Today I got a bit like pissed off because I did farm work for the first time, where you like cut out big lengths of timber and you measure them and stuff, and I got one of the measurements wrong, but we were able to make it work. But then I was like, Mel, you've never done this before. It's okay. You've actually done pretty good considering you've never done this before. And then it's like, ooh, what can I do in the house? What can I do in the house that I've let Tom kind of take control of, because he's the man and he needs to use the power tools, when it's like, maybe, okay, it might take me a bit more, but why can't I do that? So you see, tough situation, silver lining. Anyway, I feel like I'm talking gibberish. I still want to meditate with Kirsty Gallagher's lionsgate meditation that I got emailed, because being she's in England and we're here, it's too hard to do the lives, unfortunately. I would love to be able to do a live, but it's at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I still want to write down my 8 things. I'm going to put my 8 things out tonight with this oil, and in the morning I'm going to rub some of that oil on my sheet of paper and I'm going to burn it. And I know I shouldn't be doing my meditation last. I should probably do it before I write my 8 things, but I need to get to bed. So that is my lionsgate, and what I'm getting up to. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, night. I'll get this up on Insta and YouTube so that both places have it. And I will chat to you later. Oh, I'm getting reminded, I don't know if I'm channeling or not, but the most important thing about any of this stuff, you know, this is literally just bay leaves and olive oil. It's your intention. The intention that you put into this is what is the magic. It is what will allow the manifestations to happen, and it is how open you are to receiving those manifestations. And it's funny because, you know, it might be easy to manifest a car park near to a building you need to get to, or I don't know, some special offer when you go to a shop, but then you will find there is other areas of your life that are harder to manifest with, so you have to keep working on it. But the more you do little 1%ers, the more you build and climb that ladder or that whatever to get to the top and to reach your manifestations. I'm a huge believer in it is all baby steps, and it is all 1%ers, and it is accumulation of those tiny little things that you do is what makes the biggest difference to your life. So yeah, I gotta go. I can't believe this is 20 minutes long, which means it might be too big for Instagram. So I might just have to upload it here to YouTube, because I think it has to be 15 minutes for Instagram. Anyway, good night, guys. Happy lionsgate. And this is my video for the week that I wanted to get done, that I thought I'd be editing, but at least it's done and it can go up. So I'll chat to you later. Bye.